Hey there. I think I know you. You were on the MEC, aren't you? What in good heavens went wrong with this TA?
Well, to be honest, Captain Lionheart, we were told by the negotiating chairman and MEC chairman that there was no money for the pilots. Really, like no money.
What? That came from Alpo, not the company. What do you mean no money for the pilots?
That is what they told us, so it must be true. We did our best to get this done under the accelerated timeline. And since Delta had no money for the pilots, we rearranged the deck chairs so most of the pilots might be happier for the next few years. Except the reserves, they really got shafted.
That seems odd. No money for pilots. Delta is making record profits.
Well, they said no money. I know because I wrote it down on note paper.
Sorry if I'm coming off as angry or slightly Canadian, but I feel a little disrespected. When Delta came to us in bankruptcy, we gave them $1.4 billion in annual contract savings. That loan is due and payable now, in this contract. In 2008, Alpo said we'd get them in 2012. This is preposterous. It's time for some payback. Well, where did all the money go?
They think they are pretty smart. I suppose they invested it in Facebook.
Yes, they invested it all right. Let's see where? Start with 2 new terminals in JFK and Atlanta and improving LaGuardia to the tune of $2.8 billion. My flip phone can't even calculate that high. Oh, then, we just gave Pinnacle $76 million in debit or in possession financing, and another $300 million in a defunct oil refinery. That will likely require another $100 to $150 million in upgrades. It is funny how there is no money for Delta pilots, but they have $100 million to invest in GOL Brazilian Airlines. And then $65 million to invest in Aeromexico just this past week. That is a total of just under $3.5 billion. We deposit that money into Delta's bank account by flying our passengers safely to their destinations every day. So now the Delta pilots are supplementing the success of Delta, Pinnacle, Aeromexico, GOL, and Alaska Airlines. This is unacceptable. Let's not forget Delta's paying down debit at the rate of $100 million extra per quarter. Now we are going to refleet Delta Connection? What else could they possibly find to spend our money on except the people that deliver the money to the bank day after day after day? It's an embarrassment to be disrespected like this. They should be filling our 401k plans to the annual company limit for all we have done for the success of Delta. How dumb do they think the Delta pilots are?
I couldn't agree with you more. I think it's a negotiating ploy. It is either that or they think the Delta pilots will take anything put in front of them. Or they need this to be voted down by a huge margin, so the real leverage can be applied. The negotiating committee and chairman say they got all the money that was on the table.
How can they say they have no more money? Richard even got a 10% pay raise. Oh wait, I see, they need us to vote this down, then will apply the real leverage they have. That is either crazy or it might be genius. But that explains why it is so concessionary. It is simply genius.
Yeah. I'm not sure. You know, Delta pilots have always passed every TA management has offered. Yes. With an overwhelming no vote, we will get the company back to the table with a fresh pile of money.
Then we can fix these crazy work rule concessions we made in this first round, before we destroy the culture we have built here at Delta.
It is genius. As the days go by, think of the increased leverage of a possible asset purchase or merger drawing closer. It's a pressure cooker.
Wow, even Richard wins. It's genius. Richard can go back to Southwest Airlines with even more leverage to buy the 717s. Then, he can then lowball Southwest and plead that it's my greedy pilot's fault. It's genius. Why are we even considering passing this again?
Yes, everyone wins when we vote down this TA. We all get more leverage and a better negotiating position. I hope you Delta pilots do the right thing, be brave and don't cave into the fear being used to sell this TA. Stand together, stand strong and overwhelmingly vote no. It's a career killer.